numbers that I do not have at this very moment. It's me, it's Donnie, and I'm back with another stream of Just Chatting on the Donnie Show. This time I've got Doug Driesel Jr. He's created a game that I wouldn't let me tell you about in the comments or in the descriptions. It's called Captain Asshole, and this is some pretty intense music to begin with. All right, Doug. I think the music's low enough so it's not gonna bug us now.
I've never bugged me. I don't have headphones on.
I know. I mean, whenever we go back and listen, because I'm taking these things off. That's probably good enough.
All right. It's good to have these things worked out.
Yeah, you know, it's magic.
Oh, I'm gonna take this label off so I'm not advertising this brand of water.
All right, this is Copenhagen Mint. If you guys know of a good person with a lip that needs to be filled by a tobacco product, go out and buy a nice can of Copenhagen Mint. Your lip will probably not get cancer.
That's not accurate. It's the other way around.
No, it says
probably will.
It just says that the warning is that it's addictive.
Well, good then.
Well, this is Doug, and thank you for joining me.
Very judgmental, Doug. How's it going?
Thank you for joining me, Judgmental Doug.
Well, thank you for having me.
Judgmental Doug, you are the.
I don't like the way you introduced me.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Oh God, he's the creator of a game called, believe it or not, Captain Asshole.
That's me.
And tell us a little bit about Captain Asshole. You're in a pretty exciting stage at this point, right?
Yeah, Kickstarter is going to end on January 3rd at 7:30 in the morning Central Standard Time, and we're currently at 275% funded, looking to get further, of course. And we have, it's a card game. It's what's called a deck building game, which... Ooh, pardon me. Had some lemonade before we started, and it's not settling well with my stomach. But we had... there you go. It's a deck building game, which, for those of you who don't know anything about card games, the best way to simply explain it is it's kind of like Magic meets Cards Against Humanity. Kinda. But for those who do know card games, it's a deck building game akin to, like... Ascension or Dominion or DC Deck Builder. And it's a lot of cursing and dick jokes.
And so what's the point of the game? How do you win the game? What's the winning condition?
You win at the end of the game, whoever has the most dick punches wins. And you use asshole points to buy cards off the board and put them into your deck. That's why it's called a deck building game. You start with 10 cards, and then over the course of the game, you build your deck. Yeah. Pretty simple.
It's not really that complicated. It's one of those games that once you start playing, like you just, it sounds more complicated than it is even. You just play it and it's pretty intuitive.
Yeah, it works pretty well. I am not claiming to have invented any wheels. It is, as a matter of fact, a pretty well-trod concept, and I just am adding my own personal juvenile take on the subject. And I use public domain comic book art as the art for the so it makes it to where I can pump out a bunch of these cards.
So how long does it take you to make up? You get these things in like booster packs, just like these other games, right?
Yes. Well, kind of. There's a 162 starter deck that you can. That's all you need to play is the 162 card starter deck. However, there are expansions that come in 18 cards, 18 card packs, and you can add those into the 162 cards however you want in order to customize your own personal playing of the game. And like you'll find on the Kickstarter, a lot of the rewards are things like custom expansions or the holofoil expansion or alternate art expansions, stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how long would you say that you've been working on this game from inception?
Almost a year. Started January of last year. So,
And did you do the art yourself?
like I say,
I know that, but I mean,
the designs of the cards. Yes. Anybody who knows a lot about Photoshop will look at it and go, "Oh, well, he just used some basic things." But if you don't know a lot about Photoshop, it's kind of impressive what I did.
Yeah.
So but I am much better at Photoshop than what I used for the game. For sure. The game's pretty simple. Hell.
Yeah, let's see this thing.
Bump this out. So this is the one of the playtesters gave me this giant honking case to keep the cards in. There are other card games in here now. So this is the deck. Okay, here this is the playtesting version. This is what we've been playtesting with for almost a year now. This is the 162 card deck. This is all you need to play. I mean, it helps to have counters and stuff, which come with the final set, but cards look like that, and they each do different things. And this is, I mean, it's not helping you because you don't know how to play the game, but you got your card name, your picture, what the card does when you play it, how much it costs to buy it, and what it's worth, how many dick punches is worth at the end of the game. You can tell because the dick punches are designated by a splooge mark. The asshole points are designated by a hexagon, which is the closest thing that looks like an asshole that I could find on Photoshop. And then you've got your own little funny saying there to give you a taste of the world of Captain Asshole.
Okay, so I noticed that whenever I played, there were these cards called the End. What are those things do?
Those are these are the end cards. You can tell because it says the end. The unique way my game ends. Other deck building games have different ways that they end. I honestly forget how Ascension ends, but I know that DC Deck Builder has a group of cards that you have to defeat and then it's over. The way mine ends is when all of the cards on the board are the end cards. So the board is 6 cards. Whenever one of these flips over, it kills that card. It kills that spot, so no more cards can be put on that spot. Once all of the cards on the board are the end cards, the game is over, and you count up your dick punches, and that's it. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a bad job of explaining this game.
No, I think that we need to go live playing the game sometime soon.
Sure, sounds good. I'm down for that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We'll put an overhead camera.
Yes,
on there.
absolutely,
yeah, absolutely, so people can see it being played. But this is mostly. I feel like promoting the Kickstarter is the big kick. Does that pun work?
The big kick. What you have some here? There was some weird music happening. You have this.
Weird when you put a random playlist on. Weird things happen.
I know, right? I'm glad I noticed it. Here's this. Tell us about this.
Okay. So in the last week of the Kickstarter, I started doing. I call them down to the wire awards. A lot of them people call them stretch rewards. And what is the next 5 people when I announced it? We've had one person. Look at that. We've had one person support since I announced that. That's why it's marked off there. The next 4 people who back Captain Asshole at $35 level or more are going to get one of these cards. These are special exclusive cards that will only ever be available to you this one way. No one else will ever get the card, and that's for a these are thing though. That's for the thing I'm about to talk about.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. I got excited.
You're good. No, it's okay. So these are the 5 cards that are available to the next 5 people. Now, what this doesn't say, the thing behind us doesn't say on it, is it doesn't say that starting now until midnight tomorrow CST, so the end of the year, anybody who backs Captain Asshole at a $35 level or more gets a 2018 in retrospective set. So it's an exclusive set that you can only get if you back or if you've already backed Captain Asshole, upping your backing to it. will get you this exclusive expansion that will not be available ever again. These cards will never see the light of day other than when you get them to play them. So no one else will ever get these cards, but the people. And there's all sorts of rewards like that. Yeah, there's all sorts of rewards like that on the page. A lot of different levels have custom expansions, which are ones that I make specifically for you that no one else will ever get. It's just going to be for you. There's individual cards, all sorts of great things that you can do. And right now we are at $1,375. I know there's a lot of numbers and stuff I'm throwing at you, which may or may not be interesting. But if we're at $1,376, if we make it to $1,500, then some rewards are going to kick in, and those are actually literally behind us. You can't see them, but if we reach $1,500, three things are going to happen. Number one, the person who tips us over into the $1,500 mark is going to get 4 custom expansions. So they will get 4 custom bonus packs. Anyone who gets a reward that requires me to give you a random card, that will become a custom card directly to you that no one else will ever get. And everybody who spends $35 or more gets a random expansion. So, if you buy the one that gives you the basic set plus 3 expansions, you'll get the basic set and 4 expansions with no extra money being thrown toward the game. That's the end of that statement. So the cards that were flashing up there for a second, those are the ones that will be available in that pack of 2018 2018 in retrospective cards.
I think, where did my dang things go?
You've got ad for Doug at the top.
I know. It's looping. Let me see and make sure that these are working. There we go.
There you go.
These are the ones.
Those are the ones. Those are some of them. Each expansion is 18 cards. I think I only sent you 10 of them from the year-end review set.
All right, cool.
They all have funny names.
Stoned Piper, I like that.
Yeah, the games that the rest of the games are a little more vulgar than some of these cards. I don't know why these cards didn't get as vulgar as the rest of them. Maybe I'm out. Maybe I'm just using all my vulgarity and I'm kind of out now. I don't know, but
Helpless Dutch Children and the Goat.
Mm-hmm. You can buy these cards and more.
It's at Horsky Borsky.
And so these are the kind of cards that are available. You can see it says
piece of shit
year in review.
There's that again.
There's that again. But those are some of the different rewards. Other rewards that we've got some basic stuff like if you want to play the game but you are not you're not solvent enough to get an entire set, you can go and get the print and play versions, which is just low res copies that you can print on your own, and then you can glue them to playing cards, or you can get the card sleeves and put them in front of cards. That's how I play tested this game for quite a while. So you can get those for real cheap. You can get the regular basic set. You can get the No Frills basic set, which is the basic set but with no rule book. You can download the rule book online with no box, no chits to keep track of your dick punches. It's just the cards. I've got so many things available. Holofoil cards, prestige format cards with gold plating. Not plating's the wrong word, but gold. The edges are gold.
Like gilding.
Gilded, yeah. I think gilt. I don't know, but anyway, this part is gold.
Yes.
Yeah. There's those. There's all sorts of custom expansions. There's stuff you're never going to be able to find after the Kickstarter's over. Not that I'm going to, there's always going to be stuff available, but there's going to be stuff on the Kickstarter that's not available after the Kickstarter's over. So it's definitely worth you going to check out CaptainAssholeGame.com. That leads right to
up here.
It's right there. Leads right up to the Kickstarter, and there you go. that's really the sales pitch. Nothing more I can say that to convince people to go there, other than I guess it's starting tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. It's going to be 2 days left. So tomorrow you've got the year in review set, and then I haven't figured out what I'm going to do on the last day, but it's going to be something big. I haven't figured it out yet, but it'll be something. So that's definitely something to pay attention to. Remember, rewards are even better the more we sell. If we the more we get backed. If we back to 1,500, all those things I mentioned are going to take into place. If for some reason we are able to get up to 2,000 by the time the Kickstarter ends in less than or a little over 2 days, then we will have even bigger rewards. So it's getting other people to donate to it is only going to make it better and better and better. So
2019 is going to be awesome. It's a real game now.
It is a real game now. It is a real game that exists. Uh-huh. The Kickstarter, the money that I make from the Kickstarter is going directly into getting product to sell to starting at local game stores and comic book stores, and then moving out to more and more.
So you're taking it to conventions? I
will be, yes. Part of the money I get from this is going to go to fees for booths. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name Captain Asshole? Did you just name it after yourself?
I did, yeah. That's totally what it was.
Is that really how it is?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
I just
yes-anded
your very funny joke. It's just because I've heard it all the time, buddy. No, I did not name it after myself. Captain Asshole is just a funny name. It's of all the curse words, it's the most socially acceptable one, which makes it prime for the name of the game. So
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Captain Asshole, because Captain Fuckwad couldn't go on shelves. So,
Touche.
Yeah.
Three-shay.
Four-shay.
Might as well. Faux show.
Faux-shay butter.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, Doug. So,
Donnie.
You had me watch a VHS tape.
I did. Are we going into that, or are we going to...
We can talk about it if you want to. I just wanted to mention it because I had watched it previously.
Oh, okay. You had watched it right before this.
Right before this.
Yes, absolutely.
Immediately.
I am doing a podcast. I have not named it yet. I'm wanting to record 6 episodes before I name it and release it and all that stuff. I have an extensive VHS collection of stuff taped off of television over the years from all across the country, and I'm currently digitizing them so I can sell them and not have to take them with me the next time I move. And so I'm sending people episodes of things that I have taped off of whatever over the years, and we're gonna watch them and talk about them. And I sent Donnie. I actually sent you the wrong thing because it was mislabeled. Yeah, but it was supposed to be Mystery Science Theater 3000.
It was,
but I have 3 different episodes.
Oh, it was,
and the other 2 were complete episodes.
This one was partial episode, but it was like a James Bond sort of a guy.
Yeah, Diabolique.
Yeah,
the series finale of the original Mystery Science Theater 3000 run.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that was a really good one.
It was. I am a big fan of Mike as far as that goes. Like that's why I prefer riff tracks.
Yeah.
Over your a lot of your MST, especially the new MST3Ks. Nothing wrong with the new MST3Ks. I enjoy them, but I just prefer the way Mike and Kevin and
Joel.
Bill do it. I don't know.
Okay.
Joel's the creator, and he's the one who's doing. He's the one who's in charge of the new one. But he bowed out. It's been a while since I've thought about pre-Mike history of MS23K, but he bowed out. I think at the middle of season 7. His last episode was Mitchell, and he bowed out, and then Mike took over. And Mike was already the head writer for a while. And I think that once they got to Sci-Fi in season 8, they switched over to the Sci-Fi channel in season 8. I think that's when they got immensely better. Just I think a big problem with Joel stuff, which really transferred over into the Jonah stuff, is that they do too many jokes that it's not. It's hard to pay attention to what's going on in the movie because they talk so much.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that Mike and the guys have a better rhythm so that you're not missing stuff that's going on in the movie and then therefore not understanding why they're saying their jokes, which I think is a big problem with a lot of the early MST3Ks and a lot of the new stuff on Netflix. That's, but once again, still enjoyable. Want to be clear, still enjoy it. I just prefer Mike as to Joel and Jonah.
Hey, if you're just now tuning in and you are our one viewer right now.
Hi, one viewer.
I'm Donnie, of course you know me. But this is Doug Driesel Jr. He is the creator of a game called Captain Asshole. You can see the website up there, CaptainAssholeGame.com is where you can check out this game. But it is a pretty awesome deck building game. He's created this here. I'm trying to get this stuff all done, but there we go. All right. It's on Kickstarter right now, so if you want to get in on the ground floor, there's still some time. The next 4 people to back Captain Asshole get a free custom bonus card.
Yep, and then anybody who backs for $35 in the next until the end of the year in Central Time Zone, so until midnight tomorrow Central Time Zone, gets a free year in review 2018 pack. So that's going to be exclusive to the people who back or up their backing if they've already backed. If they up their backing, then they will get it. And it's going to be good because, as we've mentioned, if you go back and watch what we've talked about before, the game is extremely customizable. All you need is the 162 card basic set to start the game. But, once you have that, you'll want to, customize it as you go. So whatever expansions you have available, there are 25 regular expansions. There's a Kickstarter exclusive expansion. There is a convention exclusive expansion. There are custom expansions that you can get on Kickstarter that are just for you and nobody else. There's an alternate art expansion. There's a holofoil expansion. I'm going crazy with this. So yeah, right. I like that face because it's accurate. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean,
It takes a whole lot to do all of this.
I've been busting my hump over the last month, for sure. For dang sure. I can say dang on this, right?
You can say fucking damn if you want.
Ah, freaking dang. I tell you what. So, anyway.
Dang it, Donnie.
Damn, Daniel. Look at them shoes.
Where'd you get them white Vans?
Probably at the pervert store.
Oh, the white van. I get it.
Aha!
Oh, for Shay.
For Shea Butter. Sorry, Sandy, I can't pet you.
Is there any new news that you would like to get out before we wrap up the thing?
Not really. Just, I'm excited about the game. It's been going much better than I had ever anticipated, especially the Kickstarter. If you're watching this, please back it. I'm only going to be adding better stuff the last day, but I've tried to make everything that you can get unique and special to you. So, go check out the different rewards. Even if you've only got like $1 to throw, there's stuff you can get for $1 on the Kickstarter. And I think it's a game well worth your time. It's a game that I have play tested with both gaming nerds and people who don't game nerd. I've done it with like a large portion of the play testers are just bar cronies of mine.
It's true.
And they love the game. And people who play games love the game. So, I've done it in some conventions. I'm going to do it at more conventions. And people are just going to love it.
I agree.
So. Yep.
I agree. It's an awesome game, and I can't wait until we actually play it on the show.
Absolutely.
I don't know when we're going to do that, but we'll get that all done. And then when can people be expecting your podcast? I know that you said you want to have about 6 episodes done.
Okay, well, let me
that?
just go ahead and promote all my non-Captain Asshole stuff right now. That came out like I was being a jerk about it, but really that's what I want to do. I see. This is coming off as green on your green screen. That's why it's... Oh, I see.
That's it.
Okay, all right. Anyway, I am a comedian, And I have one podcast that already exists, and then that other one I already talked about that is not up yet. Probably the beginning of next year, so the end of the month of January is probably when I'm going to launch the VHS podcast. You can find out all my stuff at DougDrieselJr.com. Like I said, I'm a stand-up comedian. I have another podcast called Doug and Jake Tales, where Jake Young and I watch a movie minute by minute and talk about it. It started off with us doing Southland Tales, and we called that one Southland Tales Tales. And then we did Howard the Duck Tales, Woo-Woo, where we watched Howard the Duck minute by minute. And then we have now moved on to the 1994 Stephen King miniseries, The Stand, which is 361 minutes of entertainment value that we are going to talk about minute by minute and release it out there.
Wow.
So, well, that one's called Withstanding the Stand. We kind of abandoned this Tales. That's why we changed the name of the show to the Doug and Jake Tales. So,
Woo.
woo.
Doug, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Literally any time. It's Sundays, starting on January 1st, which is the day after tomorrow. Oh, God, I got a lot of... I'm going to be rebranding the entire channel, so it's not going to be the Magistry anymore. It'll probably be like... I can't tell you the ideas that I have right now because you'll go and snatch them all. So I'll see you guys...
Hey, no snatch.
Don't snatch the snatchers. Who will snatch the snatcher?
Who snatches the snatchman?
That's right. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Who snatches the snatchman?
Who snatches them?